They said he was mad, but I knew better. I saw the real reason Obinna lost his mind, and it still gives me nightmares. Obinna was the wealthiest man in our village in Abia State. He had everything: cars, houses, and businesses. People looked up to him and envied him. His wealth came fast, too fast, but nobody questioned it. In Nigeria, once someone has money, we don't ask too many questions. We just celebrate and hope it is our turn next. I worked for him, doing small jobs here and there, and he paid well. But there was something off about him, something cold. I didn't think much of it though. Who cared when he was paying me more than I would ever seen in my life? But then, strange things started happening. It was subtle at first. People around him started disappearing. A young man named Kelechi, who was a close friend of Obinna, vanished one night after visiting his house. His family searched everywhere, but there was no sign of him. Obinna gave them money for their trouble, saying he will help them find Kelechi, but nothing ever came out of it. It was the same with others: laborers, traders, even a beggar who used to sit by Obinna's gate. They all disappeared without a trace. I should have put the pieces together sooner, but I didn't want to believe it. Not until I saw it for myself. One night, I was working late at Obinna's house, fixing some electrical problems. I thought everyone had gone to bed, but as I walked past the back of the compound, I heard something strange. Low voices and a sound that made my stomach churn, like bones snapping. My heart raced, but curiosity got the best of me. I crept closer, moving slowly so I won't be heard. What I saw next, I will never forget. There in a hidden room behind the house, Obinna sat with a group of men. On the floor before them was a body, lifeless, and they were eating it. Flesh, bones, everything. I felt like I was going to throw up, but I couldn't move. My legs were frozen. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. I just stood there watching them, watching in horror as the richest man in our village devoured another human being like it was nothing. I must have made some sound though, because suddenly Obinna looked up. His eyes locked onto mine. I ran as fast as I could, not stopping until I was far away from the house. I didn't go far. I didn't go home that night. I was just too scared. I didn't know what to do. Who would believe me if I had told them? No one would go against Obinna, not with his money and power. But the next morning, something strange happened. Obinna was found wandering the streets of the village, talking to himself, tearing at his clothes. He was covered in dirt, and his once neat appearance was gone. He kept shouting that they were coming for him, but no one knew who he meant. The elders tried to calm him, but it was useless. Obinna had lost his mind. He ran mad in front of everyone, right in the middle of the market square. They said it was a curse, that the spirits of the people he had eaten had come for him. But I knew the truth. His secret was out. The guilt, the horror, it has broken him. In the days that followed, more bodies were found in shallow graves behind his mansion. The village was in shock. No one knew how many people Obinna had killed and eaten over the years. But his wealth, all that blood money, was worthless now. The once powerful man had been reduced to nothing but a madman wandering the streets, haunted by the souls of those he consumed. People still talk about it, warning children to be careful about chasing wealth too fast, or else they might end up like Obinna, who was cursed by sin and devoured by their own greed. As for me, I had to leave the village. I left the village soon after. I couldn't stay, not after what I saw. But no matter how far I go, I still hear Obinna's voice in my dreams, screaming that they are coming for him. And sometimes I wonder even if they won't come for me too.